Most of you Phoenix players are really good at carrying out tons of damage, but still feel like you're not really carrying games. I've been there too. You win your fights, you hit your combos, but somehow your team just can't push through, and you're left wondering, what could I have done better? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my own gameplay moment by moment and show you exactly what I did well, but more importantly, what I could have done better, differently, to have an even bigger impact on the game. Because if there's one thing I've learned playing at a high level, it's that understanding your mistakes and knowing how to fix them is what separates a decent Phoenix player to one that can have a huge impact on the game and actually carry games. So if you feel like you're doing everything right but are still losing, this video is for you. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the video. Before I even start talking about what I could have done better while we're waiting for the game to start, I also want you to be consciously aware of what I'm doing good and what I'm doing bad. There's some things that I might miss or might not talk about, and I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. Additionally, I'm still kind of new to making videos, so if you also have feedback on what I could do to make my videos better, I'm open to hearing some feedback on that too. So I already saw a mistake. The Hela was up top on the bridge above me, and I didn't even shoot at her once. I kind of let her chip away at my team and either build her ult or even possibly get a pick on us. Thankfully, their Thor was also kind of pushed up, and I got some nice headshots on him, so I was able to clean him up. But he got res, so it didn't really matter. I also wanted to say, when you see a big group like that bunched up, you want to hit your right click as soon as you can. It sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't actually do that and only use their right click either as a stun or just kind of randomly off cooldown. Whenever you see a bunched up group like that, you want to hit your right click, and you should try your best to hit it slightly in front of them and below them to be able to get all 3 sparks. In this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. So 1, 2, 3. It detonates all 3 sparks just with the 1 right click. I made a video talking about this more into detail, so check that out if you want. It's just a way of optimizing your damage and being able to get the most out of Phoenix's kit. Here our group gets picked, so I automatically know not to push up, and we're probably going to just kind of play back anyway. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to build my ult and also hopefully try to get a pick. Their Ultron pops his ult. I try my best to kill him, but I can't, and their Thor is kind of pressing a lot. And paired that with Ultron's combo, there's not much we can do other than just wait for our team. Being DPS is fun and trying to go for kills is amazing, but it's important to realize that because this is a team game, you're not going to win when you're short-handed. So it's important to wait for your team and be able to attack as a full team again. Here, before I ulted, I don't know if you saw, but I tried to make sure to mark as many people as I can because Phoenix's ult actually marks twice. So if I mark anyone even once, Phoenix will trigger both the 2nd and 3rd spark and will detonate anyone with even 1 mark. This is important because it deals a lot of extra damage, and it's definitely worth it to constantly go for it every time you ult. Unfortunately, they actually shot me out before I could even use it, so for next time, I've realized that maybe I could ult from far away and actually just fly towards where I want to land. But also, I forgot that they had a Hela and a Raccoon, so it's probably worth saving the ult just to deactivate them, because Phoenix's ult can actually get rid of Hela instantly, get rid of Raccoon's ult and his res, and Spider Lady's nest. So I should probably just saved it for that. There's no point in honestly going for the damage just because there's so much more you can actually do with her ult, and it's worth saving it for that. I noticed that here my whole team is on point and I'm just kind of like sitting in the back like a loser, chipping away at literally nothing, being kind of useless. I feel like if I was a lot closer, I could use my right click a little bit more effectively and maybe even do Phoenix's animation cancel melee combo. I don't know. All I'm trying to say is that I could have done a lot more if I was just a lot closer. Like even now, I feel like I'm doing more right now because I'm closer, and as a result, we won. Actually, and lie, Scarlet's ult made us win, but still, I was doing a lot more, I felt like. Here, after capping point, a couple of them are actually staggered and didn't TP to the other spot for some reason, so we got a couple free picks, and I used my ult again because I marked them first and then I got rid of the penny nest. But I'm realizing now I probably could have saved it for something a little bit more pressing. Like I said, they were already staggered. Didn't really need to use my ult there, but whatever, it is what it is. At least we keep the momentum up. And then again, I knew I heard footsteps, but I didn't see her. Invisible Woman just pops up and staggers. So free kill there. They're already down 1, so we can kind of keep it aggressive. But the Raccoon does ult, so just gonna try to kill the thing just because he's not in the Raccoon's ult. Until now, I guess. But no, he wasn't. Yeah, that ult was a terrible spot for Raccoon. And then here I'm just kind of preparing for when they do push through it, but they ended up not pushing through. But I was just trying to reposition just to kind of get a better angle, a little bit of an off angle, to be able to kind of deal more damage while kind of not really being contested all too much, but it worked out. And then here I tried right clicking behind the thing to stun him, and I actually think I got it, but I'm not too sure. And then Scarlet's a free kill. As soon as the Ultron pops his ult, I back up. Maybe I could have killed him through it. I haven't really tried. I don't really know if it's worth trying to kill Ultron through it or if it just heals too fast. But I don't know. Maybe one of you guys know. And then here, Thing tried to go for an ult, but I don't know. He was already down Scarlet, and they're kind of backing up. There's no point in ulting, especially when we're in cloak ult. And I don't even know why I ulted there. I can't lie to you. But there's Scarlet ults here, and actually didn't give up hope. There is a tech where you can actually get iframes mid-dash. I just kind of timed it wrong. I'm still trying to get used to it and still trying to figure out the exact timing. But I think I have a clip from my last video to show you a little bit more of what I'm talking about. The absolute best feature for this ability is the fact that it has iframes. Now, if you don't know what that is, watch this. So yeah, that's what I was trying to do there. Hopefully with practice, I'll be able to hit it consistently. Not gonna lie, even getting that clip in the range took me so long. But I know that there's like a proper way to do it. I just was too lazy to actually kind of look into the pattern or look into the when to actually do it. But I'll look into that one day. Anyways, here we're just pushing in with the Thing, trying to get whatever picks we can. Invis dead. Yeah, we're just steamrolling here now. Use right click whenever. Try to get the Loki, but he uses it more, I think. Yeah. And you know, I think you get the point. I don't want to waste your time, so I'm just going to move to... Oh, never mind. Let's see. You don't watch this. Look at the headshots. Okay, I didn't hit a single headshot. Alright, so here, because Phoenix is so mobile and able to just kind of get out of any situation she wants to, I tried to build my ult a little bit. 6%, 7%. That's not bad. I probably should have thrown a right click in there if I really wanted to do something, but I actually don't know why I didn't do that. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not right clicking at all here, but whatever. So I saw the BP go right or left, and I know I have my right click and I have flight, so I should be fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm fine. Wasn't too bad there. And then now that we're up one, I'm just going to try to deal as much damage as I can. Try to go for headshots the most because headshots give you an extra spark if you didn't know. And so just kind of try to play off the picks we have and snowball as much as we can. Obviously, when you see an Iron Man as a hit scan, it's always going to be your responsibility. So I switch up from focusing anyone else, unless they're low, which there no one was really low, to focusing Iron Man because, again, that's my responsibility first. And then maybe Hawkeye or Groot, because Groot's kind of hit scan, but short range Hawkeye is kind of like the only other person that can actually do something. And now their BP there, like I just killed him a while ago, and he just kind of came in after the fact that we cleaned up their team, so he just kind of staggered. That's something he could have done better. Got my ult, that's good. Let's see, hopefully now I use my ult properly. There I right clicked and it didn't really work. But hopefully I use my ult properly now rather than trying to deal damage, because again, I just feel like it's way better to use to cancel other people's ults or even utility, like I mentioned, Raccoon's ult or his respawn beacon, things like that. Even Loki clones kind of die to his ult, so I feel like it's just way more useful. Okay, here where we got picked, but we invis ulted, and then Groot ulted, and my reaction time kind of slow. Okay, I got 2 picks there. That's not that bad. See that? I had a couple of them marked. I think the 2 I had marked actually were the people that died. That's how important it is to mark people. And then also I used that ult specifically there because I heard Groot ult. I was a little slow, I can't lie, but it's to dodge his ult because it makes me immortal for a little bit and takes me up in the air. So that's actually why I used it there, but it worked out really, really well. I can't lie, my boys. At this point, I switched to BP to get to point faster. And don't really use Phoenix that much because we actually full hold them here, believe it or not. But I don't want to waste your time. This isn't a BP video, this is a Phoenix video, so I'm gonna end it there. But I'm gonna say my BP kind of goated, so if you want a BP video, let me know. But also thanks for watching and see ya.